Welcome to From Dice Till Dawn, a below-average D&D podcast for above-average assholes. I am your most burpiest DM, Tristan. To my right.
Missy playing Zenaria Tanner.
Shell playing Fengar Ulthric.
Lee playing Strayed.
Alex playing Quirky Fang.
Last episode, our party members, I'm not calling them heroes yet, because they haven't proven themselves.
Hey. I am a hero.
I already said we're awesome.
Alright, hero. Our awesome heroes,
Right.
who were enslaved by essentially hired mercenaries who ran slave caravans to the north for the elves. Their caravan was attacked by werewolves. They brutally killed all of the mercenaries. Yep, most burpiest DM. And freed our party members. There was a little bit of a tussle between the Minotaur and one of the werewolves. The cat helped. And okay, the orc helped too. Strayed ran away.
I gave him the suck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The super suck.
That did nothing.
Made him feel good.
It's morale boosting.
We're friends forever now.
Life bond.
Yeah.
It's
And
like a blood oath.
they headed to the town of Bren to gather supplies and further on their own, at this point, individual quests to do what they need to do, which I guess we haven't really talked about that much. Before we start this, actually, I would like to start with what each individual's motivation is at this point. Like, just a brief, hey, this is what I want, this is what my character wants.
I hate being on land. It's really boring here. I want to get back to the sea.
I want to free the Minotaurs, kill all of the elves, and get back to our lost city.
Money, 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 money.
Money.
He's here for the suck.
Just here for the suck.
It's really the suck.
Yeah. But I'm here to avenge my people because they're all dead.
Yeah. Alright. So, one person took
Right.
to the dream. You guys are just arrived in Bren. Two of you split off to go to the town for shopping. With one of you has money, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other two of you,
Money.
one of them
Smell that.
feverishly beginning to feel the lycanthropy enter you and explode within.
So the suck didn't work?
No, the second. Well, it helped. The others tagging along,
I'm leaving you all to die now.
trying to get rid of a
There's no
half-elf
boats in the
woman who
plane.
is having an eternal panic attack.
It's pretty external.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it's a little
It's
extra. Eternal, I think is the word I said.
Internally, external.
We'll go back in the files and edit that out.
No, we won't.
No, we
No.
won't.
Always uncut.
Always uncut, raw. All right,
Late night.
late night. Welcome to late night D&D. Another. That's our episode title, late night D&D. We might come up with a better one later though.
We will.
We'll keep it fluid.
We will.
Keep it fluid. Just throw it on the drawing
Remember,
board.
I'm leaving you all to die. I'm actually going to start actively killing you.
Let's start with our Minotaur and half-orc as you guys enter. So, your handsome, dark-haired man who rides his horse up to the gate, he yells up, "Open the gates!" And they open. It's miraculous. They recognize his voice. It seems like he comes here often. So
The
it's...
boss.
He might be. You can't really tell. He has a commanding presence.
Is he in a position of power?
Would you
Always on
like him
top.
to be? The gates open, and it's they rise up, open up to essentially what is just a large building in the center of this. There's no, essentially no courtyard. There's no several buildings. It's not a castle or anything, or a keep or anything like that. It's just a building, protected by walls with
So
a
it's
gap.
keep.
Alright,
You did
maybe I
just
didn't
describe
just describe it. In my head, it looks like a mead hall with walls, external walls. So
Keep.
A keep.
with
Yeah.
a keep, I guess. So you guys approach it. It has a quick staircase, not just like 5 or 6 steps. And he leads you inside. It opens up large 2 wooden doors. Inside of it is there's a large center room, a gathering room. There's large tables lined up. A couple people are eating. You notice that immediately that people here, they all move as groups. So like you never see. You occasionally see a couple people like moving around, but you never see like a very large gathering of people at this point. Like there are a lot of people here, but they move in about a pack of 9, and there's usually a lot of hair on these people. Like you can tell most of them have long hair or hairy arms. Those of who are not wearing shirts are very hairy chested. There's a couple women here.
How many are there not wearing shirts?
I'd say like 2 or 3.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, just need to know.
Okay.
She's like, I'm following that group.
The most shirtless group.
Yeah. They're all seem like in very good shape, and there's a good chatter going about. He leads you to Elrond. Leads you off to the west side of this building. Enters a series of hallways. He leads you back to what seems like a sleeping quarters, and he asks for your terrified half-elf friend.
Oh, yeah, she's like,
Yeah. he
take her.
Like, he grabs her by the arm and, like, slowly leads her to a bed. And says, you'll be safe here. Just freak out in this bed or something. Freak out. Bum, bum, bum. And he exits. It's an empty room. There's nobody else in the other beds. Exits, says, you. And you're, like, sweating. Just like, follow me. We're going to take you to the changing chambers. Good alliteration
The
there.
changing chambers?
Changing
Yeah.
chambers.
Good luck.
They are in the basement.
I'll be okay.
So, are you going to come with us? Do you have any point in following us at this point?
I'm gonna make sure that one got to a safe place.
Okay.
I just like to watch.
Curious.
You can follow if you like. I don't know if you guys have a relationship outside of being slaves, but
Oh yeah, we're super best friends.
it's about to be ugly.
I'm just gonna be like, I have no idea who this one is.
He starts to lead you to
She's going anyway.
back across this like gathering hall to the eastern side, and there's like he opens up what looks like it would be a closet, and it in it is a small spiral staircase, very narrow, leads you down there. You can barely fit. Your like shoulders are touching
Scraping the-
both sides, like your horns are scraping the ceiling,
Sharpening.
and it goes down a good 30 or 40 feet before you reach another door that's got several locks on it. He pulls out a ring of keys, and there's a specific ring that has it's a wrought iron key with a wolf head on. I don't know what the end of the key would be called. Pommel of the key. And he puts it in the door. Yeah, I made up a thing. There's a pommel of a key now, right? I'm gonna write that down. It's now a thing. Pommel of a key.
Key pommels.
Yeah, key pommels. And he opens one lock, opens a second, opens a third, opens the door, and
It's called a bow.
God damn it, it's a
Thank
key
you.
pommel.
Or you could say the base of the key.
That works too, but
Also
key
known
pommel's
as
better.
The handle.
I don't
Too
need
easy.
I don't need your sass.
No, you do.
Facts.
Facts.
I have alternate facts for you. Key pommel. Accept it.
Or
No.
He opens the door, and in
Does
this
he have
room,
a sheath for his key?
do you want there to be?
Is it hilted or not?
How are the guards? Are they sturdy?
Circumcised.
What?
We're back to
What?
These are weird keys.
We're back to swords and bows. And essentially what this looks like is there's about a 5-foot gap, and then there's a bunch of bars. And he opens up those bars and then like offers his hand and waves you inside of this. It's a 20 by 20 little square with a chain on the in the center with a giant iron holding into the ground in the stone. He says, "Enter there. Take the chain. Put it on your arms." So it's like it goes forward and wise out, and then you can shackle yourself.
No. I'll go in the room, but I'm not chaining myself to anything.
Believe me, if you care at least an inkling for anybody, the change that you're about to go through, you will have no control over yourself. You will not be yourself. You will not notice that you're in chains. If you are not in those chains, there is a very high chance that you can break out of this room. You can kill my men. You can kill me. You can kill her.
I don't think you play look about me.
I do have a question about your men. What was the name of the one who bit me?
His name was...
Thief.
I was going to say Dalton.
Dalton.
His name was Dalton.
I'm going to kill him later.
I would like it so much if you wouldn't do that.
7's not bad.
Though he is
He's an
crass,
asshole.
yes, he is an asshole. He is wild. He's got a bad temper.
Those are all
He is one of
halfway
the
decent.
most fierce warriors. If you come to know him and gain his respect, you'll find that he is quite an honorable man.
Even I don't believe that. I'm gonna look at you though, and I am gonna try a persuasion check.
What do you say to him?
Getting
What
there.
sweet words do you whisper?
She's not sweet. She's persuasive though. I'm like, look, I understand not wanting to go back in the chains, but if you're really on a mission from your god, I really don't think he wants a bunch of innocent people dead.
The strong will survive.
I don't like your god very much. But I do get to make my check, and I don't persuade you, I'm fairly sure. Because I rolled an 11.
11.
The
11.
persuasion checks against party members I'm running it as the player's interpretation of the role. Like, you know what an 11 does. Like, probably doesn't convince you that much if you're very stout in this.
Nothing
He was
shy.
a slave too long to like chains.
Yeah. Look, this isn't about chaining you up as a slave. This is about you learning to control the gift that you were given. It is a very dangerous gift. If you find yourself in that room, weak of heart, in one moment, those chains will be there to make sure that you do not harm any of those who are in this building or in this town. An uncontrolled lycanthrope is a very, very dangerous creature. Incredibly, incredibly harmful. I ask of you, I near beg of you, the change that you're about to go through within minutes of now, as that sun goes down, please shackle yourself around the hands. I will not do it for you. I will allow you to do it, but I am locking this door in about a couple minutes because you are about to change.
I'm just gonna step into the room and be like, "Lock the door. You'll
Alright.
find out soon."
He closes the door and locks it, and when he locks it, you hear one click, and then you hear a series of clicks as there was vertical bars and horizontal bars shoot out and connect in the center too, and chains drop almost like magical. They're slightly glowing, drop on the bottom, and it's like very well secured, but we'll see. We'll cut to Tweedledee and Tweedledum. The kitty and his owner. No, I didn't like that. How about the human and his owner? The
Is that how all cats work?
Yeah. Riding
Human and
into
his
town
deity.
as the sun sets on a horse together. You ride into Bren. it proper. You're in essentially. You guys remember as I described it, the essentially square at the top, and then a shaft of Market Street on the bottom.
Okay.
Bren is a penis. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to design it that way. It just ended
I
up that
don't
way.
believe you.
I don't know how it happened.
I only noticed it as I was just looking at it. I was like, oh wow, yeah, like.
The DMZ is Freud.
You are looking for an armorer or a weaponsmith.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, roll me an investigation check. It's not going to have a high DC. It's a small town.
You should roll for that there, bud.
Oh,
Yeah, he finds
19
it.
plus something.
okay. So you learn of two smithies. There's Werner's weaponsmith. He said, and Ty's armor.
Is he gonna tie me up?
We should go to Vern's.
Vern's
Then we'll
is
their ties.
Yeah.
towards the bottom of the market district. It's one of the largest buildings.
We're
it's-
at the bottom of the market district.
Yeah, we're at
so-
the base of the shaft.
You're at the tip of the shaft.
Oh.
You said we were at the base.
So excuse me, you're the most southern. Sorry. Let me describe that. You're at the most southern part. It's Werner's at the most southern
Very
part,
lost.
and you are at the most southern part.
All right, so we're
Sounds
right
about
by
right.
Burns.
Yes, you're next to Burns.
All right.
You see the sign? It's just two cross blades, not touching tips. They're crossed. Sword fighting.
Touching shafts.
Too much dick in this campaign.
There's so much dick in this campaign.
Already.
Episode 2. Too much dick.
Episode 3, bring on the labia.
Yeah.
So we go inside.
So you entered the building. It's split up. The actual area where customers are received is pretty small. It seems like there's a large workstation in here, being as it's one of the largest buildings in this town. A very stout and short, about 5'5" human male, is there. He's just writing something in a ledger. He looks up as you enter. He says, "Oh, hello. What can I do you for?" And then he looks. Are you following him?
Yeah, that was the one who wanted to come here.
Yeah. He looks at you, and he says,
Burns is the weapons. But
My. What are you? That doesn't answer. I mean, I can see that you're a cat, but this is. Are you some sort of creature from the Aranye? Are you a wild man cat? Were you given to me from a god?
It was given to you from a god.
I don't. This is disturbing. Sir, what would you like?
I
You don't
lay out-
need to understand God's actions.
I lay out my my bows and my short swords.
Okay. How many did you have?
2 bows and 2 short swords.
Oh, wow. Can I have my player's handbook removed? What would... He looks at them and he says, are you looking to sell?
I require coin.
Do you require coin in trade for these items?
Yeah.
I'm interested in a giant hammer.
He looks at you and then looks back at the human. So
Do
you
I
have,
see any giant hammers?
no, there's no anything, no products displayed in here.
It's a weird ass shop.
Yeah.
Sees people trying to take his crab.
Short
It's
sword.
hammers.
Where the fuck is he?
They're worth 10
There it is.
GP.
Thank you. You have a quick look for that?
Yeah.
Thanks for saying it out loud, bud.
How much are
I
bows worth?
forgot.
Yeah, how much are bows worth? You have that quick
What
look.
kind?
It's a longbow. This is gonna get rid of the mystery.
What mystery? They're worth 50 GP.
For the longbows, I will give you 10 each, and for the short swords, I will give you 15 each.
I looked towards you, kind of like I don't really know better. I'm like, is this a good deal?
By the way, he said 10 and 15. He didn't say what kind of coin.
Yeah.
You said GP, right?
On this sheet, yeah.
That's player knowledge, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't matter. We're talking about Strayed
Yeah,
and
just-
Vern.
Uh-huh.
I
also,
feel like we
okay.
should take a look at the price of his wares before we sell these.
I'd like to see your stock before I commit to selling these.
He says, "Oh, it's fine with me." He goes and grabs a scroll, opens it up. He says, "In my stock right now, I have 2 long swords, 1 great sword, 1 short sword, 3 daggers, 1 mace, 1 hammer, 1 battle axe, and 5 bows."
How much is this longsword?
Give me,
Oh,
just
now
hand me
he
the
goes
book
up
and
the
don't say it
book.
out loud.
I can just give you this
Thank you. So,
2
what your
sheets.
PHB is.
That's pretty nifty.
Yeah, it is pretty great.
Where'd you get that?
Kickstarter.
A long sword,
Right.
20 gold.
And what did you have?
I have 2 short swords and 2 bows.
How much was he offering for the short swords? 15? 15
15.
gold? For each short sword?
Aye.
I kind of push the short swords towards him, and then
He gives
Then
you.
30
Would you like
gold.
30 gold for these?
yeah.
Okay. He goes back to he goes into a back room, comes out with a small sack, and hands it to you.
And then
We should probably sell the bows too. 10 seems
Yeah.
good for each of those.
and then I would like to sell my bows for 25 gold for the lot.
How many bows do you have?
2
2.
bows.
You offered them to you for 10.
Yes.
I will only give you 10 each.
12 each.
I'll give you for them 11 each.
Sold.
Sold.
This hammer,
Yes.
tell me about it.
I will give you the hammer for 25 gold.
Tell me about the hammer.
It is the size and the. It is a very fine hammer. I crafted it myself. The head of it made out of steel. The hilt of it made out of steel. It is wrapped in leather. Very simple design. I pride myself in simplicity. I would say a very, very worthy purchase.
This is a 2-handed hammer.
It would be a warhammer. So warhammers are versatile. For the podcast, they shook their head.
Time to go to the armor.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
No, I'm following him.
Okay. So do you just leave like without saying anything to this
Yeah,
guy?
I collect
you collect your things.
My coins, and I leave.
Okay. You head out with a sack of coins and a cat, and you head towards Ty's armor. Ty's armor is a little up the road, and it is in the I'd call it the ball sack. It's in the square. It's in the square essentially, and it's the top.
It's a weird ball sack.
It's in the northwest corner of the square. As you approach it, it is has a lot of activity. You enter. There's no door. You just enter an entryway. There's a counter and then a curtain to the back, and you hear there's work going on back there, pounding of things, metals.
So much pounding.
In the ball sack, there is pounding happening. I'm sorry, Missy.
And it's open. No doors. Just walk
Just
right
the
in.
curtain.
Open door policy.
Just the fluttering curtain. You don't talk a lot for someone who's trying to do something.
It's not me who wants to
Yeah,
be here.
I want to take a look at the wares they have here.
Okay, so he does have several mannequins on display out here. There's a few.
Shop's already better than the last.
Um,
No
Would you
door.
look at your
but
product
has
before you buy
displays.
it?
they're only leather armors. So there's a couple with studded leather armors, and then the rest are just plain leather armor.
Like, ask him about his metal armors.
Ask who? There's nobody up here.
I
Damn.
whistle.
Huh?
I whistle.
Give me a performance check, bud. See how loud this whistle is.
Good, I can't whistle in real life. 20.
No, shut up. It is a pristine whistle. Everybody in the town hears this whistle. You shake the earth with this whistle. And then you hear the pounding stop in the back, and you hear like somebody set down tools, and then there's a shuffling of feet. You hear a hop, and then more shuffling, and then the curtain flutters across the side, and a gnome appears in this curtain. He's wearing just a like a leather apron, no shirt underneath it, and he's got trousers on. He says, "Oh, hello. What would you need?"
Gloves, I want gloves.
I've got a few gloves. Yeah, do you like leather gloves?
What else do you have?
That's it. Really,
Oh.
Alan.
What kind of leather?
It's the one from a cow.
Do you have Minotaur leather?
No, that's kind of
Spicy.
disgusting sounding. Killing an intelligent creature like a minotaur, who would probably kill me. I'm 2.5 feet tall, man.
I'm not saying you had to kill it.
I want them.
You want minotaur leather?
No, just leather gloves.
Leather gloves? Okay, 5 gold.
What type of chestal armor do you have?
He points over to the mannequins. We've got a couple leather armors with metal studs in them. They're finer, and we also have just basic leather armor. I could, if you would like to commission work, I only take plate and chainmail on commission. Doesn't really sell in this town much. People aren't really made of money, but I do have the skill to make it. It will take me a little bit though.
How much for a set of chain?
A set of chain. Did you give it? Yes. The chain would be 75 gold.
Do you do little layaways?
Can I take out a loan? Can we do installments?
How much is the studded leather?
The studded leather is 50 gold.
How much do you buy leather armor for?
Do you, like, if you were to sell me?
Trade it.
It depends on the quality of the armor. I will give you 5 gold for that. It is very well worn.
How much would it cost for you to put some studs in this armor?
There's already a stud in
I need more than one.
I will I will stud your armor for. I'm trying to find the best way to say that, but there isn't really one.
No, I think that's the exact thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I will stud your armor for 10 gold.
5.
I will stud your armor for 10 gold.
5.
Persuasion check.
I want to say I'll put 5 towards it if you throw in the gloves.
That's not how business works.
That's how business frickin' works.
That's not how business works.
5 gold for gloves
Yeah.
from a cow?
18.
18. I will give them to you for 8.
$10 with gloves.
No, my gloves. All of my leather work is very fine. I do not get a lot of business here. What'd you roll?
No deal.
I will give you gloves for 5 gold, and I will give you studs for 8 gold.
For 4?
For 8
You
gold.
said 4.
I'm dealing with this insane, crazy cat and this human who definitely does not have any sort of intelligence whatsoever.
I want to ask him.
Okay.
Wait, is there anyone in this?
No, he's alone.
There's no. I want to ask him how much he makes in a month. just between us boys.
That's very private information, sir.
I push over a mannequin.
Should be on there, guys. Just to stop this.
Get out of my shop.
Push over the other man.
He goes.
So I walk into a corner.
But like on my way out though.
This is not working.
Taking a shower?
It's supposed to be
It's a minute and a half
hairballs.
long.
I cough up a
Leave my
hairball.
shop,
Wait,
or I
where's
will
the
call
cat?
the town guard.
Yeah, I do, but on the way I pushed over the last man.
I hack up a hairball
Oh my gosh.
and then leave.
I don't know you two.
You're not even here.
I know. When they ask, I don't know
What
you
other
two.
stores are in this town?
Definitely not any other armor shops.
How about a general store?
Yeah, there's a general
That
store.
might sell some gloves.
8 gold.
Food stalls,
Kind
food
of sad I don't have any
stalls,
weapons anymore.
farming supplies. Yeah, there's a farming supply store.
They would sell gloves.
Definitely got some leather gloves there, but
I want to go to that
so
store.
you go to Oddlun's farming
They'd probably
supplies.
stud your armor there too, there, guy.
It's Oddlun's is kind of like right after the shaft begins on the eastern side, like
So it's
Yeah.
like on one of the veins.
yeah.
Yeah. Veiny shop.
You walk in and it's just a couple rows, like I bet 3 rows. Of
3 veins
just,
in.
Yeah, got it.
medieval farming supplies. There's a counter with a woman who is knitting something behind the counter.
So it's all pitchforks.
I don't know any farming supplies, so if you want to throw some out,
Post holder. Hauling posts.
yeah, I like that's a modern thing. Like you still use post holders. I've used the post.
They use
Spade.
them back then too.
Spade.
A spade, yeah, a couple
Scythe.
spades.
Scythes.
There's
Yeah.
a scythe, yeah. There's a
Ye old farming
Ye
equipment.
old
Yokes.
fire.
Yokes for ox.
Yeah, yokes. That's it.
I
Yoke.
want
Saddle.
gloves.
You just walk up to her and say, "I
Gloves.
want gloves."
Just gloves.
Gloves.
All right, you find some farming gloves. They're on. They have a tag on them. No, they don't.
That was a fancy shop for back then.
You walked up to her and said, "I want gloves." She said, "Yes, we have. If you go down the second one, you'll find gloves. We sell them for. They're just regular farming gloves. So they'll be a little bulky. They're about 5 silver.
I'll buy those gloves.
Okay. What do you use the coin that you just got?
I break a gold.
So, when you go out and hand her, she says, "Oh, we don't take electrum here.
I have gold though.
This isn't gold."
Did I get swindled? I don't know.
Electrum doesn't. We stopped in this kingdom. Nobody else will accept it really, so we don't really accept it here in the shop, so that we can keep profits going. I'm sorry. It's like when your card gets declined, like that moment.
Oh, it's really awkward.
Yeah.
I ask her if there's a stable in town.
No, there's food stalls. There's at the inn. You could probably find a place. I don't know if they.
Where can I buy livestock?
There's
Can't
plenty
make
of
it
farms
turn
around.
weird.
If you run into a farmer, you could probably ask them.
Do you have hammer and nail?
Yes.
I wanna.
By the way,
How much
what
for your
are you?
nails?
That's a great question.
I will answer you if you let me know how much your nails are.
Nails sell for coppers. A nail, a copper. Nail, a copper, a nail.
Do you have actual gold?
I have actual gold.
Do you want to break one? I'll give you an electrum. The currency is fake.
We need to go back to that weaponsmith.
Yeah. Cut him.
So I want to borrow a hammer and get some nails so I can stud my armor.
we don't lend tools here. It's buy for whole price.
I want to borrow a hammer and get some
just do it.
nails.
Just go down the hammer alley and use this.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna have a hammer in your hand. You can't stop it.
I want to know how much a full set of tack will be.
Tack?
Horse, saddle, all the
Mm.
reins, the tack.
Expensive.
How much?
How many electrons?
How many electrodes?
Great podcasting, searching for things on a piece of paper. I'd say with. She looks at you. If you want to buy the entire set, 30 gold.
Okay, so I go out and I get the tack off the horse and I bring it in and I sell it.
Fuck. She looks at. I'm gonna go need to get the owner real quick. He needs to inspect it to see if there's any
That's fair.
damage. As we're doing that, I'm going to cut back to our friend who is underneath the House of Fenrir.
Need some real gold?
And go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. As I pull this up real quick.
That's actually really good. Got a 22.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh. Stalling. Alright. So. Whoa. Gotcha. I lied. No, that's right.
Can't trust you at all.
Can't. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So, here's what happens. So, you are. Did you decide not to chain yourself?
I decided to kind of wrap. I did the grab the chains and kind of wrap my arm,
Okay,
wrap
cool.
them around myself, but not actually.
So, as you do that, you get one arm done, and you get the other arm done, and you kind of what position you get into. As you're super feverish, your heart's pounding right now.
I'll sit down.
Okay. As you start to sit down, your mind, your vision goes blank, super, like you're really drunk, just swimming, and then it goes staticky, and then it blanks out into an incredible rage, and you feel your body, your Minotaur snout is big, and then it starts to grow and lengthen, your snoot.
Big snoots.
Your legs begin to kind of bend and buckle into those of a dog, a wolf. I don't know the description for that. We all know what a wolf leg looks like a rear leg.
He's already a
Yeah.
minotaur.
Yeah.
He's
This is
Yeah.
gonna be
It's not much of a change.
right,
But you become essentially your bull-like form turns into a wolf-like form. It hurts.
Do you keep your horns?
I don't know. That's up to him.
I feel like he
That'd be
should keep his
badass.
horns.
That it wouldn't I'd say because humans don't.
Horned wolf.
Yeah, it's a horny wolf.
Not.
It's
It's cool how you said it like that.
They are slightly smaller because your head grows a little bigger, but I say that you do keep your horns on the top of your head, which is kind of a scary. If anybody ever listens to this, I want fan art for that. I don't want to draw it myself, but
Start drawing, guys.
I want to see what a minotaur who turned into a werewolf looks like. And you began to fight the chains because you smell blood and you want to feast. But as you do that, as you start just your right arm comes free, your left arm comes free, and then you have a memory just blast through your brain with pure joy and happiness. What that is, I think we can let you decide. I don't know what brings Ulfric joy and happiness. But whatever that memory is, it is enough for you to get a hold on what is inside of you as a wolf. Just this pure embodiment of anger and rage. And you grasp it and you hold on to it and you're able to control it and get a chain around it in your mind and be able to control it for the time being, you have control over your lycanthropy. So I'm going to give you the stats. Essentially, I'll give you, like, I don't know, you could look it up. There's Google. As a werewolf, when you transform, you gain a strength of 15 if it isn't already higher, and a +1 bonus to your armor class.
Okay.
And you have the werewolf attacks, so the unarmed attacks of a werewolf, as well as the bite. And you are immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing weapons from non-magical attacks. Not made with silvered weapons. As you start to gain control of it, you see that Elrond had his hand on his sword, and he was ready to, through this giant wall, he's ready to fight him. And you watch this this entire thing go down when he is making a dead sprint towards the wall, when he just stops dead in his tracks, like he's hit by a wall, and then you see his eyes kind of go from this jet black, and they flash back to his original color. And then they become kind of like this hybrid. It's just a really dark version of his eye. You can still see his iris. And you see intelligence flood back into him. And Ulfric kind of goes from ready to relaxed. And he says, "Thank the gods." Now, Ulfric, can you understand what I'm saying?
Can I understand it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
When you respond, your voice is raspy, and it's almost like a bark instead of a speech. It's going to take a little bit to get used to speaking in this form. You control it then. You feel like you have control of it.
Yes.
All right. You will stay here tonight. I will wake you in the morning. You are now one of us. If you would like to join the Sons of Fenrir, you have full welcome. We can discuss this more in the morning, but the gift you are given comes with great responsibility. Excelsior. Rip. You have a choice every time you turn into a werewolf, to the form of your lycanthrope. You have a choice to give in to the rage or to control it. Every time that you change will be a test of your will. You have, essentially, until you can remove this curse on you willingly, you have to make this choice every time you change. You can change whenever you like. It is not a day or night thing. Every time there is a full moon, though, you will lose that choice and you will change anyways. Rest easy tonight. I will see you in the morning. And he turns and leaves.
Oh, I'm following. I'm not
Okay.
staying down here.
Fuck that shit.
I was super curious. I'm like, alright.
As you walk up, he asks you, "Would you like a place to sleep tonight?"
That would be appreciated.
Okay, yes, I can
Join
get you a
your
bed. If you would like any information, I'm going to take you to Ulfin, which I did make this guy's name a long time before I heard your name.
It's okay.
Ulfin is is the leader of the Sons of Fenrir. I am just a pack leader. He is the true leader of us all. He mentioned to me when I first arrived here, briefly, that he has a job that needs to be done, and I was wondering if you are curious if you could call upon your party members to see if they are interested in performing the job. I'll give you the details in the morning, of course, but work for the Sons of Fenrir in exchange for gold and armaments, of course.
Can't speak for the other two. Don't even know where they got to, but I'd be interested.
Okay.
Quick question though, you got a library around here?
There is a small collection of books here, but most of them are on lycanthropy.
I'd still be interested.
Okay, yeah. Would you like to be led there? I can show you where your bed is. And
Yeah,
Alright,
that sounds
so
preferable.
he leads you to, shows you where the bed is in here.
As we're walking through, is there anything of value laying around?
I'd say it's pretty sparse. There's a couple like candle holders that look like they're cool, but they're not.
Nah.
They might be worth a little bit. There's drink every once in a while, like you see people drinking, various meads and ales. But
I'm not gonna steal that. I'll
Yeah.
just ask for that.
yeah, but you do get taken to like the library is just a bookshelf. Like it's not crazy big, but there's a few books on lycanthropy. There's a couple books on the Aranye itself, and there's books on Northall.
She will eventually ask for a drink, and she will just literally stay here all night and just.
Agreed.
She probably won't even go to bed. She'll just fall asleep here.
Okay. Actually, that does because if you would read the book on the Aranye, that has some things that we can get back to.
Yes, she will read everything she possibly can in this night.
Cut to the Lady and the Tramp.
That's what I'm calling you guys now.
So, wow, I already forgot what you guys are doing. You guys.
We're selling tack.
Yes, you're selling tack. So she goes back in the back and comes out with it looks like her father. They have a striking resemblance. He has got a shock gray beard, and he's got sleepy, bags under his eyes. Looks like he's very sleepy.
Sounds like a parent.
Yeah. And he says, you've got some tack for me to inspect. You want to sell?
Aye.
All right. He takes a look at it. He's like, I'll give you 20 gold.
Sold. Would you be interested in a horse?
Is this your horse, or is this a horse you're given to? Not many people come here in this town actually owning a horse.
It was gifted. I will re-gift it to you for gold.
I don't think you understand the idea of a gift, son.
Do you want the horse?
I don't really deal in livestock. I now understand why you asked me for livestock, but
Everything comes full circle.
I don't deal in livestock. If you want to talk to Blin Boone, he's a big. I didn't actually just make that up. That is a name. Yeah. If you want to talk to Boone, he deals in some livestock. He'll probably give you a fair price for it.
I only deal in absolutes.
All right, Sith Lord Mittens.
You're playing the wrong game.
So, how much gold with the gloves?
With the gloves. The gloves are 5 silver.
So, 29.5 gold.
To buy a full set of tack. What?
No, to sell the tack.
Oh, 20 gold. I will give you 20 gold for the tack. And you
throw in
will,
the gloves.
you will give me 5 silver for the gloves.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take it out of the actual gold he gives me?
Yeah. So it'd be 19 gold and 5 silver that you get.
29 gold and 5 silver.
5.
20 gold and 5 silver.
20 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, so how much of this 52 gold did I have that's actually an electrum?
All of it's Electrum.
So what is the exchange rate?
Uh,
Just 1-to-1 or what?
Electrum is essentially a halfway point between silver and gold, but like I just said, they do not take it anywhere.
I know. So I just want to, for my little sheet here.
There should be a spot for Electrum.
I know, but it was 52 gold. You said I got it in electrum.
You have 52 Electrum.
Yeah, you got 52 Electrum.
Yeah, you just didn't realize it was
Electrum.
Electrum.
Yeah, because he just handed you a sack of coin and you never checked.
All right, we're about to go back there.
That's all I was saying. Like, we're about to head back to this.
As you guys exit, you notice a couple of the guys that you rode in on. He said, Ulfin, our leader, he would like to speak to you two. As soon as you guys can, head to the House of Fenrir.
Is your group respected around here?
I would say so.
We need your assistance.
Oh my gosh.
I'm busy. Can we do this at another time?
And so are we.
Need your assistance.
What would you need our assistance for?
The shopkeep that sells weapons
I?
Stole from us.
gave us fake money.
What would this fake money be?
Electrum.
I see.
We explain the whole story.
Yeah, you do the whole story. All right. I guess we could give him a talk to. That is not. I mean, you didn't check your bag, did you? It's a little bit on you, bud.
Good faith.
We've been slaves for a while.
It was in good faith that
He took advantage of slaves.
I guess I could head there with you. Let's see.
we do that.
Okay, so you head back to Vern's place. He is up there. He looks up. He looks at the cat and he's like, "God, you're just unsettling. You're just so scary.
Vern's a cock.
What do you need? What do you need, boy?"
I slam my little fake sack down.
Yeah.
The
The
gold
sack is
you
real.
promised me.
Your sack is fake. I gave you money. I never specified.
Actually, we did specify gold.
We specified gold. It was agreed on gold. I demand the gold and the gloves.
He wasn't the one telling me gloves, but
The other guy.
Yeah. Vern is now very confused.
he looks. He's like, "What gloves?" Look, the items you gave me were not worth that much in gold
Why did you agree to that much in gold then?
because I knew I could trick you. Because you're
I kind of look
stupid.
over at our muscle.
He steps forward and says, "Look, Vern, I understand they're outsiders, but they were slaves. They're just here to try and pick up some wares.
Do the right thing.
Give them a
Vern.
fair price." He looks at you, he looks at him, looks back at you guys, and he's like, "All right, I'll exchange it for gold." He goes in the back, pulls out, and comes back with another sack of coin and sets it down.
We inspected this time.
Yeah. I checked not one, but like several of the gold pieces.
Okay,
Check
it's
all.
fucking Electrum.
Okay, what am I looking at right now?
You're at a counter. Werner's
Hmm.
behind it. You got two sacks in front of you. There's your buddy next to you and your cat next to the other side.
Okay.
As soon as you see that it's Electrum, do you say anything?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna cause.
We're making
Oh, yeah.
a scene.
But what I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say is
cast
like,
suggestion,
okay,
and I don't know how to do that.
how would you look it up? He's got the internet right in front of you.
There's also the book.
Yeah.
There were so many spells. There.
This is raw D&D. Looking shit up
Using books.
using books.
Dead trees.
Yes.
The best.
We hate trees here on From Dice Till Dawn.
What?
So
Is that why you
what's-
do them to
what's
the
the game plan
eggs?
Yeah.
He's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
What
And
is
I
this doing
demand-
inside our beer box?
I push back the electrum, and I say, 52 gold pieces now.
52.
52 gold pieces.
Natural 20.
I
Alright, so I'm gonna
But-
press
but,
the spell
okay.
slot.
You say 52 gold pieces now. You cast a spell, and he's like, "Okay, I'll give you the gold. Magic in this town makes you untrusted. You hear me, boy?
do we look like we care?
Shut up, cat."
I cast Thunderous Smite on my weapon.
Gosh.
Okay, so it on your weapon. So when you cast smite, you have to hit. You have to
No.
be making an attack.
The next attack I make.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All
There you
right.
go.
So when you
Yeah.
cast it, what happens to the weapon? What?
So it gets all crackly with lightning, and if I hit him with it, there's a loud, audible sound of thunder that echoes 300 feet. And he
So
also
it's just
takes
It crackles with thunder.
Right now, it's
lightning.
crackling with
Okay.
thunder and lightning.
The son
Gnome,
of
right?
Fenrir
No, it's the other
member
Ah.
says, "Whoa, there's no need for that here."
one. Well, then you fix this situation.
He's fixing it. He said he'd get you the gold. Look, Vern.
He said 52 gold. I need 52 gold.
Go get the gold. Let's make sure that there's not a scene here. They are tired, weary ex-slaves who are just trying to find some wares and some money. Can you get them the gold? And he grumbles and he goes back, gets another sack. He actually takes another sack back, comes back with the same sack, but he sets it down on the table and says, "This is actual gold."
I lay out all 52 pieces.
Tink.
Can't
Every
believe it
single
this
one of
morning.
them. I'm gonna bite into all of them.
They're gold. All right. And then the other, he's like, "Will you guys come back to the fortress now?"
I spit on the floor and I leave with our buddy.
Okay. And the guy
I
said,
smack his
"I'll-"
door with my sword on the way out, knocking it off its hinges.
There was no need for that.
You've been thunderstruck.
Wow. Dun dun dun.
So
CSI
there's no,
Miami.
copyright claims on all this shit.
I think we've fallen off into the parody to be okay.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Are you guys gonna go back to the fortress now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I should get some of that gold though.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So you guys meet up. You go into the fortress,
When we sell the
and
horse.
he says, "We will give you guys beds for the night. You have the night to yourselves.
Oh, we'll be by ourselves alright.
If you guys would like to meet, I will show you. I will be here in the morning to show you where Ulfin's office is. Not Ulfric,
You
different
have your
guy.
office now. Good job. You're CEO.
Ulfin's offices, and he will explain to you what he needs. If that is okay with you, he said it was a voluntary thing.
Cool.
I ask for food.
Yes, we can get you food as well. Throughout the night, they show you where to sleep. They give you essentially what is chicken and bread.
Do they
And
have
meat.
a different version of chicken and bread in this world?
No, it's chicken and bread. It's chicken and bread. It's, and
never know.
the night is yours to do with as you please. If you guys don't want to do anything, just, we
Is
can go in
there...
the morning.
Go back to the town and sell the horse.
I changed my mind. That's what you do tonight.
I sell the horse.
You steal the horse?
I sell the horse.
Or sell the horse? Okay, you did bring the horse back and they stabled it. So,
So they're gonna give it back to us?
are you gonna ask?
I require
Wait, show me that again.
Different horse. We can't stop.
better horse. Just sell all of it.
Okay.
Or you just keep
As you go, so what is your plan with that?
I get the horse, and I go to Bing Bong, and I sell it. To Bing Bong.
Blinboon?
Yeah.
Alright, so Blinboon is actually the owner of a farm, and it's like a good, like an hour, I'd say like a half hour
We
trip.
got all night. Is it a half hour on
You gotta
horse?
wake this guy up
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
You're also
Okay.
exhausted.
And
still.
yeah, you're exhausted,
We'll do it
you're
tomorrow.
fucking tired.
We'll do
You
tomorrow.
just did a whole...
We'll
yeah.
do tomorrow.
We'll do it
Alright.
tomorrow.
Alright, so as you guys go to
Is
sleep,
there...
place like a bed that's round and fluffy so you can go sleep in it.
Like a fireplace?
Yes, there's a fireplace.
I light the fireplace.
Okay. And you sleep in front of it.
And I curl up in ball.
Oh my God.
And I sleep in front of it.
If anybody ever listens to this podcast, I need Mittens fan art in front of a fire.
My
So
fan
we're
art has
calling
to be
him now
wearing
as
gloves.
Mittens.
Oh, that's what I'm calling him.
It's like
I will totally call him.
my person's nickname, but because like the Tabaxi have like their like official
Traditional
name,
Yep.
which mine is Quirky Fang. And then like when you get to know me, I'm like, call me Mittens, bro. Like, just call me Mittens.
Never.
As we settle the night in the house of Fenrir, our cat is curled up in front of the fire. Our human
He's wearing gloves.
is wearing gloves.
Please
our
with yourself.
our
Nothing else.
Just gloves.
doing some things with the gloves
Counting coins.
with dirty pictures, counting coins.
Counting gold coins.
Our Minna Wolf is in the changing chambers, and our half orc is reading books of lore about the Aranye, gaining knowledge and furthering herself in the quest that she is off on. that's where we're going to end today's episode. Guys, give us a rating on iTunes. Go ahead and give us 5 stars if you'd like. It'd be great. Leave a review
3 chickens.
about how much you love Strayed and how he's a stud. You guys follow us on our Twitter or our Instagram at From Dice Till Dawn, and you can... Is it From Dice Till Dawn on YouTube?
Hit us up from Dice Till Dawn on YouTube.
Hit that subscribe.
Hit that thumbs up. Hit that bell.
Yep. Yeah, so stay safe out there.
Stop saying that.
Yeah. I need something else.
But don't not be
not-
safe.
Send us gloves.
Send us
We
gloves.
need gloves.
I'll try on gloves every
And also, like, any gold you don't want, you can send this way too.
But send Electrum, though?
I'll take Electrum. Like.
Alright, I'm cutting you off.
Okay.